the export of mangoes after being very, very expensive and sometimes as costly, some of these brands as costly as that of gold, the value of gold. We're now given to understand that mango exports to US has doubled, Amit. Why exactly is that? What is leading to this doubling of exports?
There are two basic reasons. One is decline in freight rates.
Okay.
And because of that, the freshness and the aroma of Indian mangoes is maintained against South American mangoes, which are competing with Indian mangoes in US because they travel by road. So that is one reason. Two, there is a new facility in Ahmedabad for irradiation, which is basically a method of killing bacteria and retarding the deterioration of mangoes. Okay. So these are the two basic reasons why the increase in exports to the US, and we are competing better in the US markets. So it's gone up from 891 tons in 2022 to 2,000 tons, more than double.
Okay, and specific varieties of mangoes there, Alfonso's, Kesar, and the Banganpalli mangoes, a specific variety of mangoes, not all mangoes.
And they're selling, and Alfonso and Kesar are selling at a premium, so it's 738 rupees per kg in the US, $9. Okay. And Kesar is selling at 574. I think in India, it's Alfonso sells for around 250 to 300 rupees a kg. Okay. So that's the...
So Indian mangoes, they're making news, and this comes on the back of what we were tracking on Friday, Karthik, and that is some mango varieties are so expensive that they are selling at the same price as gold. Perhaps talking about the high cultivation value of mangoes and the mango brands that we are selling out of India.
Yeah, so there's a reason why mangoes are called the king of fruits, and hence the crown being as valuable as gold is great. And when you really look at the crown jewels of mangoes produced in India, you actually have the Alfonsos and the Banganpallis. And I remember a time not too long ago when friends coming over to Delhi from Bombay or Pune would carry crates, boxes in fact of Alfonso mangoes because they were not available in Delhi. Right. In fact, anytime you would come back at from any of these cities and you're waiting for your luggage at the conveyor belt, you would actually get tempted seeing these cartons of Alfonso mangoes doing the rounds on the carousel, tempted to really pick them up if you did not carry them. But then thereafter you saw that even the retailers, the organized retailers in Delhi NCR started stocking up these Alfonso mangoes. So was the case with the Banganpalli, a variety that was produced primarily in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana region. Hyderabad used to be one of the biggest retail markets, and these varieties of fruit also started making inroads into India. And I was surprised this year that out at a stall to pick up mangoes, I saw that there wasn't enough variety of Banganpallis or Alfonsos available. Alfonsos, of course, you never get at the hawkers. You got them at the stalls. You got them only in organized retail, but Banganpalli had made a very clear entry into North India, and this year it wasn't available, barring maybe one instance where I was able to pick up about 5 pieces or so, and 5 pieces were incidentally about 3 kgs. It's that big a mango, right? And juicy and delicious, no doubt. And I'm salivating as I'm saying this, but the fact of the matter is, I know who ate my mangoes. My mangoes did not reach me, and of course they fetched a better price outside.
Your
and that's where
journalist counterpart in US ate your mangoes, Karthik. It's a very, very expensive, highly expensive mangoes. They're being sold at a premium, and as Amit pointed out, you have an Alfonso selling at $9 a kg, and you have the Kesar variety selling at $7 a kg. Extremely very expensive.
So, Shweta, one little anecdote. I remember early 2000s, I was visiting the under construction Jamnagar refinery owned by Reliance. And that's where, after our tour of the upcoming refinery was through, we were taken to these mango groves, and these were just samplings at that time, not full-fledged trees. And that entire couple of 100 acres of land being cultivated for the best variety of mangoes, not for domestic consumption, but for export specifically to the US. I'm talking about at least 15, 16 years ago,
Okay.
where we saw part of the Reliance story back then. Within the Reliance compound in Jamnagar, Gujarat, this mango groves really being cultivated for the export market. So I think, yeah, the sweetness of the fruit is for the US
Reaching
to taste right
offshores.
now.
Absolutely. And reaching not just the US, but also South Korea, also reaching United Kingdom. So US and UK, of course.
We are competing.
And we are competing.
We are competing. It's not just because they are cheaper. They are not cheaper. They are selling
They're
at a
better.
premium. And we are basically, because they are fresher, and we are using new techniques to keep them fresh, to keep their aroma intact.
Of course, so we're becoming number one, maybe one of the major exporters of mangoes at this point in time, all thanks to our mango farmers. I think good news for them. Mangoes selling at a premium, both Kesar, Alfonso and Banganpalli varieties available in the US, UK and South Korean markets. We are exporting more and more mangoes as we speak. So if you're wondering who's eating your mangoes, it's got to be somebody sitting in or any of these countries for that matter.